Hello, good morning, sir. Bye. How are you? So everyone, welcome to today's pre-market analysis. So we have our census expiry also for the day. So we will just have a look at it, how it goes with respect to the pivot points and all. So we'll quickly have a look at what exactly happened yesterday on Nifty with respect to our levels, which we explained. So this particular green line was our pivot line for the yesterday's level. So here you can see that it opened below this pivot line level, and within with respect to the FIA's data as well, we clearly said that at the initial time, wait for the initial time so that the market will be going down. Only after a move above this particular level with a higher volume, then only you can go for a buy side entry. So if we see here that we can properly mark a 15-minute range. So this is 15-minute candle, first candle of the day. We can mark a 15 minutes range. I will just change the color. I will just make it broader. So this is 15-minute range. So a proper breakout from this range was given at this point. So what exactly we can do is that we have two different plans. Either you can take an entry upon the first breakout, or either you can take a pullback entry. So here if you can see that you can plan an entry over here with a range breakout, or else you can confirm this. You can make this as a confirmation candle for a breakout and wait for a pullback to come to retest this level and taken a buy side entry. So clearly you can see that this can be a confirmation candle, and after that a pullback was given here and further retrace. This again gave a breakout type entry, can be planned over here with a 1:1 risk reward minimum, 1:1 risk reward, and you can nearly got a ride up to near to our first resistance level as well. So nearly 26,075 exactly. If we see 75, almost 26,075, only 5 spot points from our target. So this can be an entry method in Nifty or any other bank Nifty or Sensex. But there are some criterias also while we take a breakout range, breakout entry. Someday we will discuss about that as well. There are a lot of things we follow. So me personally, I follow a lot of things with respect to that. So let's now move on to our today's level. So we are almost 9-1. I'll quickly start with the levels. I hope my audio, everything is clear. Nifty opening up today. We will see just now. We'll mark out the points and we'll see the FIA data as well. So Nifty actually today also, if, like I see, 25,000 PP or pivot level is 25,995. Let's mark it as 26,000 only. So if we see that it is already trading above our pivot line, so I expect a bullish continuation in the market. Either if it is a gap up or gap down, either I expect a bullish continuation to happen because it's already trading above this our pivot line, and if this momentum should be continuing. So if it, as long as it is staying above our pivot line, definitely I go for a bullish continuation only. So support one lies at 25,915. So 20 we will marking, and support two lies at 25,780. We can mark this, and support three lies at 25,700. 25,700 will be these are the three support, and resistance one will be at 26,140, and resistance 2 will be at 26,220. 26,220 will 220 will be the resistance 2, and R3 will be 26,350. 26,350. So these are the levels for the day. We will mark it over here. So with respect to our pivot line and everything, this will be the levels, support, three support and three resistance zones. So I'll just remove this 15-minute chat. We will further discuss about this clearly in another session. So there are a lot of things we can do with the 15-minute range breakout strategy. So pivot line for the day lies away. It is at 25,950, but we marked it as 26,000. So you can clearly see that it is trading. The spot is trading above this particular level. So I expect a bullish continuation to happen as long as it is above our pivot line. So R1 will be at 26,140. 26,140 I consider as the R1, and we will mark the zones also. So it will be always between R2 and R1. So we know that the bullish zone will be, I consider as between R2 and R1, 350s. So this particular consolidation range, it can consolidate because we know that 26,000 is kind of a tight resistance to break out, and here you can see that it usually sustained or reject got a rejection from this particular area. So you'll have a broader range here, 25,000, 25,000, 25,920. It will be between first S1 and the R1, 25,920 and 140 here. Something went from 22 to D5920, and the bearish zone will be between below first support, which will be 25,920. So any movement below this we can go for a bear run. So we can go for the bearish side if it is coming below this level, and we can validate also there is a short-term weakness is coming over the market if it isn't going below over this level and sustaining there. So if you want to go for a short-term basis or a short or a scalping type of trade, then if it is either coming below our pivot line, then you can ride up to our S1 first. So only as it is a scalping idea only because we have a shorter range in between that. So 25,780 will be our bearish zone, and we will mark the third support as well here, 26,000, 25,700. So these are the levels for Nifty for the particular day with respect to our pivot point. So if you see here that is already trading above our pivot line, so I expect a bullish continuation to be happen. So as long as it is above this, then you can definitely go for our R1 and similar momentum continues. If it is crossing above R1 and sustaining, then definitely it is going to be, we can validate the bullish movement for the coming days as well. So any movement above this R1, then we can validate that as well. So this is for Nifty, and if you see the RSI, it is clearly bounced back before crossing the SMA 14 also. So it indicates a like bullish sentiments in the market. So I also personally expect a bullish continuation to happen. So we will see that we will see on the pre-market opening as well. And Bank Nifty, if we see, so clearly we got a good run in Bank Nifty. I expect a continuation. So already pre-market data is available here. So it is opening above yesterday's closing. So we'll mark the levels for today quickly. So if we say pivot point lies at 59,056, it is actually 59,060. We'll mark it at 59,060, and support one lies at 58,850. 58,850 is where the support lies. And support 2 lies at 58,490. 90, and support 3 lies at 58,280. So these are the three levels for Bank Nifty on the support side, and resistance it will be at 59,430. So the first resistance for Bank Nifty and 59,700. 640 will be the second resistance, R2, and R3 will be at 59,900. 59,900. So these are the levels for Bank Nifty with respect to Bank Nifty, and I expect Bank Nifty to make a ride up to R1. For definitely I feel like the Bank Nifty will be hitting R1, and if it is sustaining above that level, I expect that continuation to happen in Bank Nifty. So you can plan your trade according to this in with respect to the Bank Nifty. So I expect the bullish continuation to be happening in Bank Nifty, and it is gonna definitely hit the. I personally feel like 59,430. First resistance is gonna be hitting by Bank Nifty. So 59,430. 59,430 will be the first. So this is pivot point. So we'll mark it as that way. 59,060 and 3 430 will be our first R1. So I expect this movement to happen in Bank Nifty as soon as it open, and we will see that how the opening is going to happen. With respect to pre-market, if it will be coming down at the initial minute or not. So support one I will mark 58,850 will be the support one, and these are the levels for Bank Nifty for the day. So I expect Nifty to perfectly continue the bullish trend, and we will have a look at Sensex as well, and after that we will discuss the trade idea. So in Sensex also we had a good run yesterday. So with respect to Sensex, the pivot point light at 84,990. 84,990 is where pivot lies at, and support one lies at 84,730, and support 2 is lying at 84,270. 84,270, and support 3 is at 84,020. So these are the three support levels, and resistance 1 is at 85,440, and resistance 2 is at 85,700. 85,700. We have a broader range in Sensex as usual. 86,100 can be considered as our resistance 3. So these are the levels for Sensex for the day, and you can consider the pivot line here over at 84,990, and the resistance 1 is at 85,440, and support 1 is at 84,730. So these are the initial levels for it is trading above this pivot line, and so I expect a bullish continuation to happen in all three indices. When initially we will wait for the confirmation, and Nifty is already opening near to our particular R1. So any movement, so if either you can do two things. If it is coming that to this particular level, you can plan a trade from this level or near to this yesterday's closing level. If it is coming near to this particular level, you can trade a particular reversal from here, or either you can plan a trade above this level to our R2 and R3. So these are the things can be done. So initial 15-minute breakout strategy is also there. We will quickly have a look at the FIA data. So both are positive. So this is a good sign. They also expect. I also expect, as I discussed, both DA and FIA are on positive on with respect to the cash market, and we will have a look at FIA's FNO data. So how FIA treated in FNA data, it is also net bullish. So bullish continuation to be happen. If at opening any bookings are not happening, then definitely it gonna continue this level. So you can plan a trade from here. I feel that any movement from any movement sustaining above this R1. What happened? So market is opening over this area. So any movement above this levels, you wait for the first initial minutes. So if it is sustaining above this R1, uh, then you can plan a trade from this particular level to the R2 and R3 levels. You can plan accordingly. So first initial 15-minute strategy, you should be focusing on that. You can trade two entries at a time, either at the breakout or you can wait for the pullback entry. So volume you can use as a confirmation for your direction. So as long as there is volume in the market in pure price action, if you see, so this breakout also, this is the first 15-minute range which I told you in the start. This is the first 15-minute candle. If you see here that the breakout happened with a good volume here, so we can confirm that as a breakout, and we can wait for a pullback to happen, and when this pullback happen, you can take an entry. So this can be done as a confirmation for your directional entries. So volume you can consider as a very good example for your to confirming your direction. So see the start already happened. It might get a chance to fill this gap. And you can plan your trades according to any particular level. If it is coming over up to our pivot line, then you can plan a trade from here, or either from here when it starts giving a breakout from here. Either you can take a pullback entry or a direct breakout entry you can take. Properly manage your risk. It should, if you're taking a breakout entry, try to maintain it in a 1:2 ratio. So these are the levels and everything regarding Nifty, Bank Nifty and Sensex. So wait for that. You can mark the first 15-minute range and trade, or as long as it give a proper breakout above this R1, then you can plan it. Trade on the particular R2, R1, R3 directions. So that's all for today, guys. I wanted to discuss a particular stock also, Titan. If you see, so Titan actually given a proper breakout from its 52 weeks. So if you see on Titan, you can see here that it was consolidating. This is on a monthly time frame. If you see that a proper breakout have been given here. So I expect a good movement to happen on Titan stocks. So as a swing trade from my uh, view, swing a good weekly swing you can do, I expect a 5% minimum, at least 5% movement should be giving within this week itself. I expect personally, because it's a strong breakout. It happens to see, if you see, the last high was made on January 2024. So these consolidation, triangle consolidation, we can see here. So if you see, I will show you. This was a particular triangle consolidation happening over this period. So it gave a proper breakout from this with a good volume also, if you see. So I expect a good movement in this. You can plan this trade on a swing side if anyone is interested. So on a weekly basis, we will have a discussion on swing trades as well. On this, we can discuss swing setups also. So Titan, I find a good opportunity, but properly manage your risk. If it is me, I'll definitely go for a risk of 2 to 3% with a target of 5% at least. So we can plan this trade with respect to this scenario. So I expect this as a good breakout, as we have a long-term breakout out here. So I expect at least 5% move in this thing in this coming. So that's all for today, guys, and I wish everyone a good day. Yeah, matlab when we take when we take an oil consideration, we can make sure that our trade is gonna have our directional entries, a little bit confirmation. We will get a little bit more confirmation on that. So whatever things we add up to that, it will make our entry or make our strategy more, give us a more confirmation to that. So you can definitely go for OI data as well. Definitely we can go for that. So that's all for today, guys. I wish everyone a good day. Thank you guys.